Let's take a look today at why Cascade is the highest rated and most popular strategy software out there. So starting with the plan here, you can build out your strategy in a beautiful modern design. And before you even build out that plan, you can create a structure that is logical, follows the exact terminology that you want to use, and can be cascaded throughout your various teams so that their look and feel matches exactly what their department actually talks about on a day-to-day basis. So once you build that out, you can then populate your plan with your vision and values, and then down here, your focus areas, top-level objectives, projects, and KPIs underneath it, all aligned to the actual person who owns it, as well as the co-owners alongside of them, and you can go down as many layers deep as you'd like to go. Another beautiful thing about Cascade is it allows you to automate the process of bringing in your strategy and keeping it up to date. So something like an objective can be automatically updated based on the stuff underneath it, such as child goal average of these various KPIs. Whereas a KPI can be integrated directly with some of your favorite business tools so that you don't have to worry about people manually entering data in Excel and then also somewhere out here. So you can have a nice sort of mix where your people can decide, all right, this is going to be a manually updated thing, this is going to be integrated with a business system, and this is going to be automatically pulled in and give me a nice sort of non-subjective answer for how am I doing towards continuing my top line growth. So at the very top level, you're going to create your plan and build it out following that SMART goal sort of format. And then you can have as many other plans as you'd like. So we have our top level corporate plan, starting to work on next year's plan. We've got a bunch of other plans underneath it. I can favorite and toggle between these if I'd like. And then once I have these built out, I have this beautiful Cascade map that allows me to see from my top level corporate plan how I'm doing across each of my focus areas and drilling down as many layers I'd like to go to see how I'm doing at the lowest levels all the way lined up to the top. And I can also see this on a more macro scale. So I can see my high level corporate plan here, who's involved, but then also on my departmental plans, I can see something like my marketing and sales plan, get a really quick view of how I'm doing compared to some of my other plans and departments. Who's involved, how aligned is that plan? And then I can also use this as a way to track other things like maybe a big portfolio or project or something like that that we want to bring into Cascade, give people a nice place to work and connect it to the plan. So that's just the first piece, building everything out, getting that beautiful alignment and that really nice visibility of who's working on what, how it fits into the big picture and ties up. But then we gotta talk about actually updating this stuff. So this is where our newest feature, Workboards, really takes over because it allows you to go in and see on an individual basis, what am I working on? What is my team working on? So for example, this one, I can just take a look at this column view of all the various goals in Cascade that my various colleagues are working on. But I can also shift this to say, okay, maybe I want to see it by template so I can see which KPIs my team is focused on that are behind. Very quickly and intuitively highlight, cross-function, really get a nice view of how I'm doing across all of these teams. And I can also look at this on an individual level, just look at my goals, for example, that are behind or all of these broken down by focus area status, whatever it may be. And I can also do this on a list basis where I get a lot more information on these various columns. I can very easily click this, make an update to it, or dive into it and get more detail with this sidebar that's dynamic and available on every single screen in Cascade. Once you have all those updates being made, you're going to be able to build beautiful reports that show you that progress in our tracking section. So this is where you can pull out, for example, a KPI dashboard where I can see some overall health of my major KPIs, again, integrated with your favorite business systems so you can aggregate all of your various information into one system of Cascade. And maybe I have a shared dashboard or one that I've created that is really relevant to my board. I can create this on the fly, update this and other parts of the system, and it will show up here real time. And then I can share this with my colleagues and get a really good feel for how are we doing across our major focuses, maybe some of the high level KPIs like my revenue goals, and then some key projects that I'm working on. Lastly, we have more in-depth reports such as engagement, the ability to see who's logging in and actually interacting with the strategy, some more in-depth snapshot reports, and some of the overall really cool sort of constellation views of your whole strategy. But I really encourage you to check these out on your own. We're happy to walk you through this and give you a really good feel for how Cascade would apply to you. So I hope this is interesting and have a great day.